sweet vegan. Looks good. Let's see what they had marked. Date crumble slice. I could use a few more dates in my life. You didn't hear that, did you? Good. Yeah, take a seat, I don't recognize you. Well, this is a pretty small town and an even smaller library, so I typically recognize our members. Yeah. So are you new to town or just new to the library? Well, welcome. I'm Flora. And you are? Oh, okay. I like that name. It suits you. Yeah. So, let's get you started with the library card. Yeah. Okay. One moment. This might take a few minutes. We actually have a new computer system, and somehow it's even more confusing than the last ancient system we were using, so let's see. Let's see here. Sorry. You don't mind, do you? Okay. Thank you for being sweet. Let's see. New member, new library member. I can't seem to find it. Oh. Okay. All right, so your full name. Address. And the postcode. Okay, perfect. So you're in the neighborhood. Wonderful. Yeah, we're kind of tucked away in a corner. Yeah, I'm not surprised you hadn't seen the building before. It's kind of this town's best kept secret. But I'm glad to have you here. We're glad to have you here. The library is glad to have you here. Okay? Yeah, sorry. Alright, and your email. At Gmail? Okay. And your phone number. Okay. Okay. Alright, and do you prefer text or phone call or email for the reminders? Like if you have a book on hold or, if you need to bring your book back. Yes. Well, the texts are automatic, but I do the phone calls personally every morning. Since this is a pretty small library, it only takes me a few minutes, but if you wouldn't mind getting a phone call from me. Okay. Call. Alright. I know phone calls can make some people nervous, so, some people like text better. Do you like talking on the phone? Yeah, I think it's kind of nostalgic, right? Like a long night phone call. Anyways, sorry, off topic. So, We can ship you your library card in a few days, or you can come back here and get it from me. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, it'll just take a few days. But for now, when you want to check something out, just come up to my desk and I'll help you. But let's see. Okay. I marked down that you'll pick it up, okay? So I'll give you a phone call when it's ready. Yes. So we are a pretty small library, but we have a lot of good books on the shelves. However, we like to cater the library to our guests and members, so we would love to fill out a little profile for you about what you like, your preferences, and then that way when we order new books, we can kind of tailor it to our members. Yeah, and I'm also just very curious about what types of books you like. Yeah, very curious. Let's see. Let's go over the little questionnaire. Okay. Here it is. So, what genres do you enjoy? Nonfiction, fiction, adventure, sci-fi, fantasy, a little romance, perhaps. I know I tend to like a little romance. Hey, there's nothing shameful about wanting to escape to a little fantasy world every now and again. Okay. Okay. Do you like any mystery? Okay. And what authors do you enjoy? Vonnegut? Okay. Tolkien? Okay. And are you interested in book clubs? We don't have an official book club right now, but I always thought it would be fun to read a book at the same time as someone else, so then we can kind of, chat about it. Yeah, I've personally never been in a book club. You'd be interested? Sorry. There is a lot of people going in and out of their cars out there. Yeah, there's a few other businesses close to the library, so there's actually a really good lunch spot. They have really good sandwiches and lattes. So if you're ever around during lunchtime and you're feeling a little peckish, maybe we could go over there. Yeah, I mean, it might be fun. Okay, I am probably totally blushing right now, sorry. Let's see, what else? My favorite book? So, my favorite book is called The First Bad Man by Miranda July. Yeah, I actually haven't read any of her other books. I know she at least has one more, maybe more though. It's a really interesting, fun book to read. Yeah, it has some really quirky characters. I can see if we have it available to check out if you want to read it. Yeah. So we do check out if you want to. Now, speaking of your favorites, I watched all of the Lord of the Rings movies earlier this year. Yeah, I'd seen them here and there, when I was younger, but I hadn't actually sat through and watched them. I loved it. I've been thinking about reading The Hobbit. Yeah, if you want to read my favorite book, then I don't know, it might be fun. Yeah. Then maybe over lunch next week we can discuss a little bit. Yeah? Okay, let me see if we have it. I'm sure we do. We have a few copies of it. Oh yeah. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 copies. 2 of them are checked out, but yeah. What am I reading right now? Let's see, I have it. Oh. So I have it right here. This might be something you're interested in. I love that we can hear the train from the library. It's super cozy. So this is what I'm reading right now. Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. Destined to become a work of classic fantasy. So I'm about halfway through, as you can see. I've only been reading it for most of this happened yesterday. But the book is definitely unraveling. The storyline is progressing right now, so I stayed up a little too late reading this. I didn't want to stop, but my eyes were just getting too sleepy. I know, with this dark, cold weather, it's the perfect reading, cozy weather to just cozy up with the book and enjoy. But the problem is, I get too sleepy because it's too dark. Are you a night owl? I can be. Not always. Sometimes I'm an early bird. Sometimes I'm a night owl. I guess that's what you call a bad sleeping schedule. So, yeah, I can just read the back a little bit. Because, I could try to explain. But firstly, I don't want to give spoilers. And secondly, it's almost like describing a dream, Right, where it's a little confusing. There's definitely some mystery involved, though. You're kind of mysterious yourself. Yeah, in a very intriguing way. I want to know more. Let me have a little drink of my tea first, if you don't mind. That's much better. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Piranesi's house is no ordinary building. Its rooms are infinite, its corridors endless, and its walls lined with thousands upon thousands of statues. Within the labyrinth of halls, an ocean is imprisoned. Waves thunder up the staircases. Rooms are flooded in an instant, But Piranesi is not afraid. He understands the tides, as he understands the pattern of the labyrinth itself. He lives to explore the house. So, it's definitely a fantastical setting. In a world unlike our own. It's very dreamlike. However, we are definitely coming upon a mystery. And things might be a little different than they initially seemed in the beginning of the book. So, I'm very curious. Very curious to see where this ends up. Yeah, you might like it if you like mysteries, fantasy kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, I think we only have this copy, but I can give you a phone call or shoot you a text when I'm done with it. It'll probably be 1 or 2 more days. Okay, let me note that down. I'll put it on hold for you, okay? Let's see. Let's see if we have it right here. Yes, okay. And I'll put it on hold for you. Okay, I will give you a phone call when it's ready, okay? Yeah. Now, where were we before I got a little off topic? Are you reading something right now? No? I suppose that's why you're here. Yeah. Well, do you want to go look for those couple of books that we were talking about, and then I can check out my favorite book for you to read? Okay. Let's go take a look. Okay. So we have The Hobbit. Let's see. If you care for journeys there and back, out of the comfortable Western world, over the edge of the wild and home again, and can take an interest in a humble hero, blessed with a little wisdom and a little courage and considerable good luck. Here is a record of such a journey and such a traveler. The period is the ancient time between the age of the fairy and the dominion of men, when the famous forest of Mirkwood was still standing, and the mountains were full of danger. In following the path of this humble adventurer, you will learn by which the way, as he did, if you do not already know all these things, much about trolls, goblins, dwarves, and elves, and get some glimpses into the history and politics of a neglected but important period. Let's see. After a while, Gollum began to hiss with pleasure to himself. Is it nice, my precious? Is it juicy? Is it scrumptiously crunchable? Okay, then. Pretty funny little passage for me to randomly flip to. So I'll check this book out. checked out, and now for you. This one is a hardback. The First Bad Man, a novel by Miranda July. And we'll read the back of this one. So this just has some reviews. Let's see if there is a synopsis somewhere. Cheryl Glickman believes in romances that span centuries and a soul that migrates between babies. She works at a women's self-defense nonprofit and lives alone. When her bosses ask if their 20-year-old daughter Clee can move into her house for a while, Cheryl's eccentrically ordered world explodes. And yet it is Clee, the selfish, cruel, blonde bombshell, who bullies Cheryl into reality and unexpectedly leads her to the love of a lifetime. Tender, gripping, slyly hilarious, infused with raging sexual fantasies and a fierce maternal love, Miranda July's first novel confirms her as a spectacularly original, iconic, and important voice today, and a writer for all time. So, yeah, this book has to do with weirdos, personal relationships, and it's a really fun read. So I hope that you like it, and you'll definitely have to let me know what you think, okay? Let's check this out for you. Let's see. Just one copy. So this one's all yours for the next two weeks, okay? However, if you need longer, just let me know, okay? I don't mind giving you a couple special privileges. Okay, so this one's all yours. And like I said, next time you can just bring your card in the checkout process. You don't have to come up to my desk to do it. You can just do it at one of the little kiosks. However, you're of course free to come up and let me check it out manually for you. Yeah, of course. You know, it is almost dinner time and I would love to. However, I'm not quite off the clock. I have this stack of books to check in. However, I would really like to meet up next week and we can talk about the books that we're gonna read. Yeah? I'll give you my phone number, okay? Let's see. Okay. There you go. Hey, and now you have a bookmark. Okay. I hope that I'll see you in again soon. Well, you can check out up to 6 books at a time, so hey, if you want to stop by tomorrow, I'll be here. Yeah. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then we're also open Saturday, but we close at 3 p.m. And I'm here most days. guess I should get back to work here and check the rest of these books in. Hey, if you want to go read, there's a very cozy little reading nook back there. Yeah, definitely go check out the library. It's actually really beautiful. Yeah, okay. I'll be here if you need anything. Sweet Vegan by Nicole Marie. Let's check this in. Okay. It's actually a few days early, so that's good. Now we have the power of now. How do you smell that card? A few days late. We'll forget them. Alright. New Moon by Stephanie Meyer. Talon. Oh, hi there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe if you're not already. Special thank you to my channel members and my patrons. If you would like to join either of those, the links will be in the description of this video. Thank you to all of my subscribers, all of my viewers, and thank you to you for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your day or night. Bye, everyone.